Prime Minister Philippe J. Pierre has ensured that persons with disabilities were apprised of the policies and programs in the 2022-2023 budget. Pierre, who delivered his first ever budget address on Tuesday, provided a sign language interpreter so the hearing impaired can follow with the affairs of the state. President of the National Council of and for Persons with Disabilities, Murphyless James, hopes this becomes a fixture at Parliament sittings.
The Ncpd applauds the Office of the Parliament of St. Lucia, particularly Speaker of the House, the Honourable Claudius Francis, for ensuring that sign language interpretation was used for the Prime Minister's budget address. This is truly an historic event, and for far too long, people with disabilities, particularly those with hearing impairments, have not had a fair opportunity to be informed of issues of national significance. This is simply because inadequate efforts were made to make information accessible across the disability spectrum. So this commendable initiative should be the norm for parliamentary proceedings and national addresses.
James laments the lack of interpreters on island. He is optimistic that the government will allocate more resources to recruit interpreters.
We know that currently there are not enough sign language interpreters on island. So this situation provides a wonderful opportunity for the state to make scholarships available for a pool of people to be trained in sign language interpretation. This is a vital skill, and having more interpreters will enhance services in our courts and the justice system, medical and education sectors, and in the general provision of services to the public, especially people with hearing impairment who have been greatly disadvantaged by communication barriers.
Prime Minister Philippe J. Pierre has made a case for the recipients of the Public Assistance Program to be paid at the same time as public servants. The Council welcomes this news.
It has long been the complaint of citizens who receive this vital assistance that payments are consistently late and sometimes delayed for weeks. So imagine the frustration to many people with disabilities and the poor who struggle physically to get to a financial institution, only to be told that the money simply isn't there. So Prime Minister Pierre's instruction that these funds be paid in a timely, structured manner at the same time that public servant salaries are posted, this is welcome news. This is a tremendous help to the many poor persons and households who depend on this money for their basic needs.
The National Council has called for sign language interpreters to be included in all manner of government affairs and legislature, whether it be government side or the opposition. Gina Filippi, HTS News Force.